teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready?
Play action. Here's Hurts. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get him, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 49 yards. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Hurts. This will be caught at about the 3. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Sanders again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Gainwell. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's gone. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Goff on 1st down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staying at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee in the final couple of seconds. We'll take by this first half. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back to the running game with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Open man right side is St. Brown. And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On the fly! On the fly!
They run the option here on first and 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia! What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? And usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch for him there in this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So everything here. This one's not over yet. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Goff going to throw it. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you